Hi, I'm Dr. Cole Lucier, and welcome to Wright County Chiropractic, your local Buffalo, Minnesota chiropractors. If you have suffered an auto injury, our doctors have found the top 7 auto injury mistakes that lead to permanent injury and may limit your auto injury claim. The top 7 auto injury mistakes is from our doctor's experience and should not be considered legal advice. Avoiding these mistakes allows you to quickly return to your normal schedule and reduces the likelihood of suffering a permanent injury. The first auto injury mistake is failing to file a police report. Failing to file a police report is often the result of fear that your insurance company will increase your monthly rates. However, state law prevents increasing rates due to auto accidents regardless of who is at fault. Fault is not always what it seems, and promptly filing a police report documents the circumstances of the accident so the responsible insurance can be assigned. Even if the police did not show up at the scene, a report can be filed over the phone by simply calling your county courthouse. Without a police report, your insurance company may deny your claim, making it difficult to be reimbursed for damages, medical expenses, lost wages, and replacement services. The second auto injury mistake is understanding your medical coverage is a mandatory part of your auto insurance. All auto insurance requires minimum personal injury protection coverage, which means you pay for your coverage in advance whether you use it or not. PIP coverage is your protection to be reimbursed for medical expenses, wage losses, and replacement services such as housekeeping and mileage. The third auto injury mistake is agreeing to an early settlement. Shortly after your accident, some insurance companies call and offer a small check to settle your accident claim. Be aware, accepting their offer potentially releases their liability for all coverages and stops you from being reimbursed for your expenses. Unfortunately, all too often, we see car injury patients who have signed an early settlement only to have continuing health problems. We recommend not settling your accident injury claim until given a medical release from a physical medicine doctor such as chiropractor or orthopedic surgeon. The fourth auto injury mistake is underestimating or understating injuries. A common assumption is that the accident or injury is too minor. Today's vehicles are designed to withstand accidents, show none or minimal damage, and save lives. The good news about new designs is that lives are saved, but the bad news is that extra energy is then transferred through the vehicle occupants. The Insurance Research Council states that 80% of auto accident injuries occur at 20 miles per hour or less. Therefore, underestimating and understating injuries makes it seem like you are not hurt. This makes healing more difficult, less complete, and results in permanent problems. Failure to document even small accidents and injuries may prevent getting reimbursed for medical expenses, wage losses, and replacement services. State laws require your accident to be reported within 6 months. In accidents where there are no injuries, a medical release can be issued on your behalf by a physical medicine doctor. The fifth auto injury mistake is understanding that auto injuries heal based on the science of the 3 phases of injury healing. Each phase has specific therapies that allow normal healing and prevent permanent injury, such as arthritis. During the first phase of healing, the treatment focus is to relieve pain and decrease inflammation. During the second phase of healing, the treatment focus is to increase mobility. And during the third phase of healing, the treatment focus is to increase strength and endurance. Not receiving specific physical medicine therapy for each phase increases the likelihood of suffering permanent pain, spasm, and restricted mobility. The sixth auto injury mistake, using medications during all 3 phases of healing. Only using medications for all 3 phases of healing limits healing and significantly increases the likelihood of suffering a permanent injury. The good news is that initially taking non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, also known as NSAIDs, they help with pain and inflammation. The bad news is that NSAIDs taken outside the first phase of healing limit your body's healing tissue called collagen or scar tissue. This results in permanent injury with pain, spasms, and restricted mobility. The seventh auto injury mistake is not receiving physical medicine during the 3 healing phases. 87% of auto accidents result in physical injury. Therefore, physical injuries require physical medicine, such as chiropractic. Our doctors often see patients' x-rays with old injuries that have healed, and healed wrong, from the lack of physical medicine during each phase of injury healing. Receiving physical medicine during each phase of healing after an auto accident helps decrease pain and inflammation, increased tissue mobility, and increased strength and endurance. Not receiving physical medicine during the healing phases significantly increases the likelihood of suffering a permanent injury commonly known as arthritis. You can prevent the top 7 auto injury mistakes that result in permanent injury and limited auto injury claims. Call our office now at 763-565-6000. We look forward to helping.